This movie will show you proof that Ripple and XRP are already part of the world's financial system and are ready to take on the digital age of finance. All of you are welcome to the group. My name is Nick. To those who are new to the channel, I hope you subscribe by the end of this video. Also, to those who are already watching, if you're not already, you should be following me on all platforms. Now, in the description below, make sure you follow me on all platforms so you never miss an update. Also, make sure you're in the free Discord channel to really crush this cycle and make a lot of money. So let's get started. This post from the Faster Payments Council on June 3rd is a good place to start. The Faster Payments Council is a group whose main goal is to make the US banking system better. Now it's a group that works. And Ripple does have ties to that one. The next blog post from the FBC Digital Assets Work Group is now live. It's called Where Worlds Collide: Currency Conversion for Cross-Border and Digital Assets. If you know anything about XRP and how cross-border transfers work with it, then you know that this is very important. Kind of already talking about it, how we can turn XRP into something useful. They're not really telling us that now. Does this mean for sure that XRP will be used for this? No, but this looks like it was really posted by Ripple, which I find crazy. Add to this the fact that the XRP account, XRP Drops, made a post about this. The US Faster Payments Council stresses that we have Justin as well. If you want to buy things or send money across borders, companies like Ripple, Visa, and MasterCard are likely to compete for the top spot. The funny thing is that Ripple already works with MasterCard. We don't have any proof or links back to Visa, but we do know that Ripple is working with MasterCard. Ripple, Visa, and MasterCard are likely to compete for market share, and we can see how they will do it all here. And this is true even for foreign exchange FX. Ripple already controls 90% of the FX market and rates. Now, are they the ones selling those deals or something? While I don't think they have 100% coverage yet, I do think that they will eventually reach a very large part of that market as well. Because let's face it, both standard banking and the foreign exchange market are very inefficient. But besides this, we also have over here and want to draw your attention to the fact that partners need to be able to reach a trusted system. The biggest problems with digital assets are that everyone needs to be able to access a recognized system, take part in a plan, and change currencies. All of this is about FX. And now that we know what's going on, we know that Ripple is becoming important infrastructure. The fact that Ripple is connected to important systems is already known. As an example, we know that by buying Medeco, they're paving the way to become the foundation that institutions, companies, and everyone else can trust. When you add XRP, you get access to a whole new world of liquidity that you can use however you want for figuring things out in the digital age of money. But this isn't enough to base your decision on. In fact, Ripple just recently published a great article. It was on July 19th. Ripple wants to be the top source of digital asset infrastructure for financial services. They plan to do this by building the core on and off ramps, custody, compliance, and liquidity that companies need to use blockchain in their operations. There are also extra P-drops for sharing this because it was another big deal since we have the quote around Medeco. When Ripple bought Medeco in January 2024, it chose Geneva as a strategic hub for growth over Zug or Zurich. The main reason for this was Geneva's global financial importance, which made it a great place to build relationships with financial systems. We also have Ripple custody here, and soon we'll have a new office in Geneva. Monica Long, Ripple picked Geneva as a key location for growth. This will happen soon. We already know why they picked this, but we don't know when. And here we have real Swiss banks. See the post below for Ripple. Brad Garlinghouse talked about XRP at the 9th high-level meeting on the IMF system for the Swiss National Bank, SNB, and laid out Ripple's plans for 2019. And this is how a digital product will be used in the future to reach more people. There is XRP in the middle of all of these cash currencies. This was a speech that Brad Garlinghouse gave to the IMF and the Swiss National Bank. All of this is on the XRP recording with XRP itself. Now that this is over, let's move on to this. This was written in May 2023. These are the names of XRP and XLM that were brought up at Swift SIBO's talk about how to combine cryptocurrency with existing infrastructure. They were shared by Cryptotainment. And this is from Darren in Crypto. This is the image he shared. The flywheel of blockchain usage is moving forward. You can access key results from the 2019 blockchain and payment study and expert comments from Salient researchers Alinka. I really hope I'm saying that name right. It's from 2019. This is from Ripple, but this is the same person in this movie mentioning Ripple and XRP by name. Check it out. Also, XLM is being dropped as a name. Cryptocurrencies like XRP, Stellar Lumens, and stablecoins like USDC are all helping to turn that wheel and make the Internet of Value possible. Adding digital currencies issued by central banks will also speed up the acceptance of digital assets by most people. I think my third point is the most important one. Cryptocurrencies are becoming more accepted as a new type of wealth. It was thought to be the missing piece when the Bitcoin paper first came out. The Internet of money, a way to buy and sell things. But as we all know, Bitcoin did not work as a formal form of payment. Then they switched to blockchain, which is a distributed record system that is now seen as the new disruptor. We now see Bitcoin as the leader in a new type of digital asset, which has very important effects. At first, small investors were the ones who drove it. Now we're seeing big investors get involved. When you have big buyers, the market is also more sophisticated. And that will definitely speed up progress in autonomous banking. And the price of cryptocurrencies is going up. And we're seeing these big players right now in the year 2023, to be exact. In just 1 year, we've seen a lot of crazy things. Now, the big 5 players in the trading market are starting to use blockchain DLT in their internal processes like ETFs. The ETF train was getting a lot of attention. You know what happens? Even though everyone is talking about ETFs, BlackRock and other big players like State Street are now picking and choosing which players they want to work with in this area. You had to really pull out the stops and figure out who they were working with by reading between the lines. It is becoming more common for blockchain and DLT to be used with traditional banking systems. And also, yes, the important people have already been picked. This is ISO 20022, and it's going to happen. It's not going to fall to 2025 or 2026 like you think. In 2024, it will happen. This comes from Paul Tamala. For those who don't know who this person is, I'll explain in a moment. But for now, let's talk about the fact that the infrastructure that makes it easier for financial institutions to use XRP will be ready this year. This is ISO 20022. Okay, so now we know what the standard does. It makes it possible to add crypto. It makes it possible to focus on crypto. Now, when I say crypto, I only mean companies that use crypto and follow ISO 22. Ripple is so far, and I think Hedera and Stellar are too. We also know that Kwon is tapped in. Some people are already ready for this. I think Casper is one of them, but I could be wrong. We know that Ripple was one of the first companies to use DLT in line with ISO 22. But look at this, ISO 2002 doesn't do anything. Okay, so let's look ahead to 2024 and get your prediction. What are the main steps that would sum up what we've talked about so far? The big steps are, guys, it's going to happen. It's not 2025 or 2026, no matter what you think. It will come out in 2024. In fact, you need to really get ready. So bite it. And if it were up to me, I'd tell you to automate it. Because if you don't, you'll be so busy that it's not good for you. Your clients will not like it. Everyone knows how. That's all there is to it. Yes, he is sending a message that says, listen up, now is the time to get behind this. Today is the right time to start thinking about the future, because tomorrow you'll have a lot of work to do to catch up. And who does this person look like? What does this guy mean? Hello, my name is Paul Tamala, and I'm the non-executive director. I also podcast and specialize in payments. He is responsible for the growth of payments both inside Finostra and outside the company. His job is to understand, affect, and eventually help lead the change in payments around the world. He has given advice on the UK's MPA, PS2, MPS D3, CRD5, the role of AI in blockchain and payments, and how to run those things. He knows a lot about how household payment policies have changed around the world and why they have changed in the last 3 years. Before Finostra, he met with more than 500 business leaders to give them advice and talk about how automation will change payments. Paul worked for ACI over the world. At first, he was CEO and general manager of Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. Later, he built and ran WWW's business relations. He was also in charge of Stratus Technology, IBM, Destiny USA, Microsoft, and Catalyst Technology. Paul is also on the advisory board for the UK payment system regulator,